Do your players know how you measure success of a game? And how you measure success may be different based on your team's age group, level, competition level, commitment level, just the team in general. But do they understand when they go to the game how success is being measured? And again, this will not be about what should and should not be measured in terms of deciding if your team is successful. What this is more about is making sure that there are very clear expectations of what that is. I think a lot of times when players go to the game, they maybe be on an assumption that they're successful or not, whether they win the game or not. And maybe that is, how as a coach you're mainly measuring success. But often a lot of coaches and programs measure success in a lot of different ways, especially with younger players who are just learning how to play the game. So as players come to the game and they're competing, obviously most of the time everyone's trying to compete to win. It's a game, and that's the point of the game, is to try to win. But is there other ways that within your team and your program you are measuring success? Are you outlining that for your players? Are you telling them and showing them, here are the things that we want to be able to do today or try to do today, and if we can do these things, we've had a successful day? I think too often players leave the field, whether they won or lost, and not really knowing if they were successful. And, obviously, if they lost the game, they might just automatically assume, obviously, it wasn't a good day because we lost. Others, you can leave the field after a win, and if a player is not sure what a coach or a team is looking at to be successful, they can still feel individually maybe they weren't successful. Maybe that although the team win, they didn't feel like they contributed in a way that was helpful for that team to win. So when we talk about success, and especially in terms of building players' confidence and helping them develop, it's very important that players understand what that is for your team and your program. How are you measuring? How are you evaluating if it was a successful day at the field? Because maybe a simple just wins and loss is not exactly what you're looking at as a coach. And do your players fully understand that? Based on their position, based on them individually, based on them offensively, defensively, and as a group. So it's very important to outline that for your teams. Now that we're, kind of getting closer to the end of the season right now, this is something that's important to do at the start of the season, because when you get to the end, this is also a very big question is, how do you measure how well the season has gone? Is it just wins and losses, or are you looking at other things? So it's very important, if you have not done so already, to make sure that you outline these things for your players and also your parents, so everyone is on the same page and has the same expectations, that when they go to a game or even a training session, that this is how we're going to measure and decide using these metrics or these things on how successful we were today. And based on that, then we adjust and come back, and work harder the next day to try to meet those expectations if we fell below them. So it's something that I think that we, throw around a lot, the word success, or it was a good day at the field, or I played well, or the team did a good job. But we really aren't basing that on anything concrete, just kind of maybe a gut feeling or kind of a visual eye test of what you saw that day at the field. So when you head to your next game, start as soon as possible. Really outline for your players, this is what we need to see today, individually and as a group, for us to have a successful day. And again, you can measure that, whether you won the game or lost the game, that can definitely be part of it. How much it's a part of it is up to you as a coach and a program, and what you want most for your players. But regardless of what your metrics are, they need to be there. You need to set clear expectations of, this is what it looks like to be successful. This is what it means that we've had a successful day at the field today, as a group and individually.